A year of catastrophic violence has led to one of the worst refugee crises in history, as the number of displaced people worldwide topped 50 million for the first time since the end of World War II. Amnesty examined 160 countries and found that armed groups such as the Islamic State, Boko Haram, and Al-Shabaab operated in 35 of them, 1 in 5 suffering brutal abuses from such groups. Amnesty said the United Nations Security Council had not done enough to protect civilians.
The United Nations Security Council was created to protect civilians, to provide peace and security, and they have dismally failed. And we are saying, therefore, that one of the instruments through which this failure has ended up happening is the abuse of the veto by the permanent 5 members of the Security Council, time and again.
Amnesty is calling on the 5 permanent members of the Security Council, Russia, China, the US, UK, and France, to voluntarily revoke their veto powers when the chamber is asked to vote on issues of human rights and protection against violence. The Secretary General of Amnesty International said that too often such measures failed because countries put their own national interests first, highlighting the example of Russia and China blocking measures to refer Syria to the International Criminal Court. The rights group said there was a worrying trend in the way governments are responding to security threats, resulting in the eroding of rights and a cycle of violence.
We are very nervous that governments are ending up once more repeating the mistakes of the post-9/11 era, where the knee-jerk reaction, a draconian anti-terror legislation being brought in, mass surveillance. We've seen this in France, Denmark. Very quickly, countries in the developing world pick up this practice. So Kenya, Turkey, Egypt, all bringing in anti-terror legislations.
The consequences of such instability in so many countries are high levels of refugees around the world. Amnesty called the lack of response to the Middle East refugee crisis abhorrent and urged Western countries to do more to provide humanitarian aid and to resettle those who have lost everything.